Happy or frustrated with the point, Alex?
Yeah, I've just said the players were magnificent. You know, we created 4 or 5 chances. We restricted Liverpool, some great players, to very, very little. I don't know what would have happened if they'd got those chances, but certainly that's just the difference in terms of the top teams and the teams that are trying to strive and get better. And but for that, everything else was fantastic. The players put in a phenomenal shift. I thought James McFadden was excellent. Bearing in mind, the difficulties he had in midweek for the national team, but he wants to play through the middle. But I've got really good competition now. Maybe we're just lacking out and out goal scorer, but I think most of the lads will get their fair share of goals this season with performances like that.
Barry Ferguson said perhaps you don't get the credit for your creativity at times. Did you show that today, do you think?
I felt we did, but in the first 10, 15 minutes it was a little bit of a nothing game. I thought this can't be very exciting for the Sky viewers. But as the game progressed in the first half, we were patient, and we started to create some things. We got some openings, the 2 headers, great saves by Reina. He saved Liverpool today from losing all 3 points. But he's a great goalkeeper. I think, our boys will look at it and say, well, they thought they were scoring, and maybe sometimes you don't give enough purchase and think that the goalie won't get to it. I'm scoring here, but goalies like Reina certainly will make those saves.
And how much pleasure does it give you to reduce Fernando Torres to a virtual peripheral figure?
Oh, well, you've got to hand it to the back lads. They're immense again as the season's gathered a little bit of momentum. Roger Johnson and Scott Dan have come into their own again. The full-backs playing magnificent and helping them, and of course Ben Foster looks every inch a top-class goalkeeper. Stevie Carr's been playing the last 5 weeks with a broken toe, injections every day in training, and he's going through the pain barrier, but I'd rather have Stevie Carr 80% than other people who make it difficult for themselves to get there, but Stevie Carr is a great example to any youngster coming up and through the game and in terms of always turning up for his work.
Because of the chances you were creating, did you have a decision at all to make, perhaps halfway through the second half? Do I change this, try and get the win, or did you think it would come with what you had?
Yeah, there was a temptation to change it, but I also felt that if I changed the momentum of the team, and I felt the 2 centre forwards or 2 forwards were clicking, we were getting some openings, and I thought if I changed it again, it was really thinking about who I should put on. We thought about Big Ziggy earlier for the target man type play, but I felt it would disrupt our dynamic in the game, Jeff, and I felt ultimately I probably made the right decision.
All in a happy man.
Yeah, there's a little bit of me, well, a big bit of me I think thinks we should have had 3 points.
Well, Roy, what did you make of that from a Liverpool perspective?
I thought that they played extremely well in the first half. We started well, but then from about 15 minutes through the half time, they really pressurised the ball well and made life very difficult for us, and we were dependent upon 2 very good saves from Pepe Reina, from 2 excellent crosses and headers. He made really good saves. But I thought we kept our shape well during that period and kept working at it, and I thought the longer the game went on, maybe the stronger we were getting. But I've got to say that it was a good performance, in particular from the Birmingham team, and I'm not that disappointed with our performance either. I thought that we kept at our task very well. It's early days for me and the team. We got a lot of players coming into the team who are trying to come to terms with what we were asking of them. But I thought that in the end it was a very entertaining 0-0. There was no goals in the game, but there was certainly plenty of excitement and plenty of good passing.
The fact that, as you say, you're only just coming into it, there's a few players settling down, does that temper your criticism or disappointment because you're being realistic at this stage?
Well, I think that, that a lot of teams will come here and find it very difficult. We know that the Birmingham record, you said to me before the game, this is a very tough place to come and play, and they've got a lot a very good home record. I think they're unbeaten here now for goodness knows how many games. So we knew that was going to be a difficulty. It's also a game on the back of the international weeks where we've had people away. So I've got to say my expectations were perhaps not that high anyway. I would have been disappointed to lose the game, but I'm certainly not disappointed to draw it.
You're quite right. In fact, it's 17 unbeaten here now. Shows how strong they are.
Yeah, they are strong.
Fernando Torres, was he fully fit today? He seemed very much on the periphery of the game.
Yeah, he came into the centre of it on a few occasions, didn't he? And when he did come into the centre of it, he caused havoc. But I think you've got to give the back four of Birmingham a lot of credit. They worked very hard to contain him when he got the ball and pressurise him. But no, I think he's looking much fitter for every game. And I thought he looked dangerous, and I actually thought that the longer the game went, the stronger we actually became, and perhaps the more likely we looked to score a goal. But I think it would have been harsh on Birmingham had we stolen a 1-0 victory, because they certainly deserved their point today.
Pepe Reina made two fantastic saves dropping down to his right. Is there an art to that, or is it hard work?
He's just a good goalkeeper. I suppose you have to ask goalkeeper.